Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. If you are joining me live, please do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, tag absolutely lolly dolly everybody and let them know your boy Ramonepreston, my squad. We are all live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Today is Monday, September the 18th, 2023, and you are watching the Ramonepreston Show live right here from the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Please do me a quick favor if you're coming on. Of course, I want you to hit the like button, the share button, tag lolly dolly everybody. Let them know that the Ramonepreston Show is live on this beautiful Monday, September the 18th, and put in the comments what city you're watching your boy from. Where are you watching the Ramonepreston Show from? Please let me know where you're watching the show from. Put in the comments. Let me know where you're watching the Ramonepreston Show from. I want to say thank you to all of you that continue to support the show, all of you that continue to engage and give us the ability to disseminate the information and to share the information with so many people around the world. Thank you for being a part of our community. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for participating and engaging in what we do here on a day-to-day basis. Again, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag lolly dolly everybody, and let them know that the Ramonepreston Show is live. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, let me make it official so you can know. My name is Ramonepreston. I am the host of the Ramonepreston Show, and every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, live like today on Monday, September the 18th, I come here on this show to share information with you that could possibly, if you put it to work, help you properly start, structure, and scale your business. This is what we specialize in here at Ramonepreston Enterprises. We specialize in helping people properly start their businesses. We use concepts like the holding company. We help you structure your businesses, whether it's you creating divisions, subsidiaries. We help people start and structure their businesses through integrating the right systems and processes. We help people really define their brand identity. We help you package your products and your services so that you can price them right and go into the marketplace. Everything we do here on a day-to-day basis is about showing you the best way to start, structure, and scale your business. So I want to say welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. I'm the host. Thank you for being a part of our community. If you have any questions during my lesson today, feel free to put the questions in the comments. If you're watching us on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, or Threads now. If you're watching us on, or X, it's no longer Twitter, it's X. If you're watching us on LinkedIn, if you're watching us on any of those platforms, feel free to put your questions in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. If for some reason there is a delay that I don't get to your question once you put it in the chat or in the comments, I'll do my best to circle back around. At any time, our concierge, we have a team of concierge here. We call them our Millionaire concierge. These are team members who work for Ramonepreston Enterprises. They're always inside of the chat, and they are putting information in the chat. They'll put our number in the chat if you need to call us to communicate with us. Maybe you have any questions, or maybe there's just some information you need. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. So again, I want to say welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. I don't know what just happened to my board. There we go. Today, I want to talk to you about something that's very near and dear to my heart, and that is I want to talk to you about the millionaire math. Millionaire math, things that you need to do to basically count up the costs on what it actually takes for you to become a millionaire, what it actually takes for you to build a $1 million organizational enterprise. And I'm going to share with you 5 things that you need. So if you're taking notes while you're watching the show live, today we're going to be talking about the millionaire math. 5 things you need to become a millionaire. 5 things you need to build a $1 million organizational enterprise. And again, everything that I do is really centered around helping you properly start and properly structure a business enterprise so you can scale it to at least $1 million. Like a lot of people don't understand that becoming a millionaire or building a $1 million company, it takes work. It takes a lot of effort on your part, but it also takes strategic principles and concepts that you have to put to practice or put to work on a day-to-day basis. Even if it doesn't happen overnight, it will happen over time. So again, if you have questions, put your questions in the comments in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. But today I want to talk about the 5 things you need when you're doing the millionaire math. So if you're watching live and you want to become a millionaire, you want to build a $1 million business. If you're already an entrepreneur, if you're already doing business on a day-to-day basis, you already know how hard it is just to make $100,000 a year. You already know how hard it is just to make $25,000 a year if you're doing it yourself. Most small business owners who are solopreneurs don't even make $50,000 a year. Studies show that most entrepreneurs don't even make $50,000 a year. So it's not easy to get to building a $1 million company, but it's possible. It's possible. And if you count up the costs, meaning that if you do the math, if you calculate the things that you need and you put them together and you're willing to work them on a day-to-day basis, you're going to scale. You're going to scale beyond $50,000 a year. Most likely you're going to scale beyond $100,000 a year. And then once you start scaling into a couple $100,000 a year, there are going to be things that you have at that level that you probably don't have at the beginning stages of building a business. So I'm going to give you all 5 things that you need, and then I'm going to come back around and I'll talk about them, okay? So here are the 5 things that you need. If you're taking notes, I want you to write them down because maybe you can't spend a whole day with me or at least a whole hour. So let me give you these 5. Are these the only 5 things you need to become a millionaire or to build a $1 million business? Absolutely not. All you got to do is Google how to become a millionaire. It's going to be 100,000 different ways. But these are just 5 of the most important ingredients that I think you need to put into your millionaire math or into your calculation. Okay? So write this down. You need a plan. And I'll explain every one of these in just a moment. Okay? You need a structure. You're going to need products. And I can actually write services. So that's products and services. And I'm going to just put that so nobody won't be confused. You need products and services. You need systems and processes. And you need people. And I can go deep. I mean, I could go way deeper than just a 30 to 45 minute show on all 5. But if you are an entrepreneur, even if you're not an entrepreneur, you're an employee in the workplace, but you do have a desire to become a millionaire. You have a desire to build a $1 million enterprise. All right. I'm saying to you that you got to do the math. You got to count up the costs. You have to get clear on what exactly are you going to need so that you can put work behind those things or effort behind those things. And what I'm saying to you is these are 5 things. They're not like the most detailed. These are just 5 of the general things that you're going to need to bring together and to work into your day-to-day habits, okay? You need a plan. You need a structure. You need products and services. You need systems and processes. And you need people. So I can go deep on all of them, and I'm going to do my best to go deep on all of them. But I want you to just write those things down. Because if you're ever thinking about and contemplating on, man, I want to be a millionaire. I want to build $1 million business. How can I get past 20, 30 grand a year? If you're an entrepreneur and you own a small business, I already know statistically it's difficult for you to get to 50 grand a year. Most small business owners never even get 50 grand a year. And even if they make 50 grand a year, they probably don't net or bring home 50 a year. So this is not an easy thing. But a lot of the difficulty comes in when you don't do the math. You don't have the right calculations. You don't have the right ingredients. So I want you to write these 5 things down. This is just a general outline you can use. So Ramon is telling me I need a plan if I'm going to be a millionaire. I need a structure if I'm going to be a millionaire. I need products and services if I'm going to be a millionaire. This is what Ramonepreston is telling me. I need systems and processes if I'm going to be a millionaire, and I need people. Most of this stuff, when I start going deep into when I get in the weeds of these, most of these things people don't have. I know entrepreneurs that don't have most of these 5. Especially if you're not an entrepreneur, but you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, a lot of people don't have these. All right. So if you wrote those down, let's get into the details of them. Okay. Because what I'm saying to you is, if you plan on becoming a millionaire, it's not that you can't be a millionaire as an employee, but most people who become millionaires, they are entrepreneurs, okay? They own businesses, all right? You can become a millionaire without being an entrepreneur, because I know people, personally know people who are millionaires and they don't own a business. But the people that I know who are millionaires that don't own a business, they are extraordinary salespeople. Like, they are some of the best salespeople on the planet. And they work for companies that have a big enough bandwidth of activity, of leads, of products, of services, of branding, of marketing, that they can actually generate enough money to become millionaires. That's not easy, okay? So most people who become millionaires have to be entrepreneurs or investors, but it's still tied to business. It's still tied to being in the marketplace. And if that's you, especially if you know you want to be a business owner, you want to call your own shots, you want to do it the way you want to do it, here's what you have to understand. All right? You have to understand that these 5 things are going to be needed. All right. Again, if you have any questions, just put the questions in the comments or the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions. Inside of the chat, I see someone said, thank you for helping me restructure my business. I filed my holding company with the state of Georgia over the weekend. Congratulations to you. We have a student or maybe a mentee inside of the chat. I don't see the name, so it may be one of our mentees who just gave us a success story on the live show that they have restructured their business. They filed for their holding company in the state of Georgia over the weekend. Congratulations to you. All right, so here are the 5 things you need. Let's do some millionaire math and let's look at what these 5 things mean. The first thing is you need a plan. All right, so what do I mean when I say you need a plan? What do I mean by that? When I say you need a plan? Well, what I mean by that is you need to decide where you want to go in life. Like, what do you want to accomplish in life? And I'm not just talking about, okay, I want to be great. I want to help a lot of people. I want to take care of my family. All right, that's cool. To some extent, that means you want to qualify your plan. How do you qualify it? How do you qualify something? To qualify your plan means you want to be able to articulate it. What do you want to do in life? Where do you want to go in life? What do you want to accomplish personally? What do you want to accomplish professionally? What do you want to accomplish financially? For all of you like me who are in ministry, what do you want to accomplish ministerially? There may be some ministry things that you want to accomplish, but you have to qualify them. This is how you put a plan together. You got to think it through. What do I want to do? I want to build a legacy. I want to take care of my kids. I want to be the GOAT of my family. I want to make a mark on the planet. I want to help a lot of people. All these things you're going to have to write down to qualify. But once you qualify them, meaning that once you articulate the things that you want to accomplish in your life, maybe in the next 5 years, maybe the next 15 years, maybe the next 25 years. But I'm telling you, if you're going to even get in the running to becoming a millionaire, to building $1 million enterprise, it's going to begin with you putting a plan together. All right? Another word for a plan is vision. The Bible says, without a vision, people perish. Habakkuk in the Old Testament of the Bible tells us to write down the vision, make it plain. If you don't have a vision or a plan, you ain't going nowhere. All right? One of my mentors used to always say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is why your millionaire journey needs to begin with a plan. All right, so that means I've got to articulate, qualify, what do I want to accomplish in life? Where do I want to go in life? Who do I want to help? What impact I want to make? But once you qualify it, here's where a lot of people mess up at. You then need to quantify it. You need to quantify it. That means you got to put a dollar amount to that plan. So for example, if I look at where I want to go in the next 5 years, I'm just giving you an example of myself. If I look at what I want to accomplish in my life, personally, professionally, or financially, or all three in my life, all right, I qualify it. There are certain things that I want to accomplish, but then I got to quantify it. What is the dollar amount behind what I want to accomplish in the next 5 years? So for me, in the next 5 years, I have a $10 million plan or vision or dream or goal, whatever word you want to use. All right. So the word plan can be synonymous with vision. It could be synonymous with dream if you want it to be. It could be synonymous with goal. It don't matter what word you use to make you feel better about yourself. So if you use the word, I got a plan, if you use the word, I got a vision, if you use the word, I got a dream, if you use the word, I got a goal, it don't matter what word you're using. You still gonna have to qualify it, meaning that you got to think about all the things you want to accomplish and articulate that. It's got to be able to make sense to you so that you can communicate it and articulate it. Once you write all that stuff down that you want to do in your life, let's say in the next 5 years, 15 years, 25 years, in your business, your church, your family, your marriage, your health, all this stuff, you need to quantify it, put a dollar amount to it. So when I think about my 5-year goals, I already know that's a $10 million goal I have. That's a $10 million plan I need to put together. When I think about the next 15 years, I already know that's $100 million. When I look at the next 25 years, I know that's $1 billion. That's me. That's me dreaming. That's me envisioning what I want to accomplish. But at least I can put a dollar amount to my plan. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? This is critical. If you can't figure this part out, don't try to go to the next step. Because I'm going to give you 5 things you need. I'm going to go through all 5 of them like I just did. But if you don't do the work, it ain't going to work. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. In the chat, he said, I appreciate you all. Lawrence Stevens Enterprises, LLC. Okay, Seaport Industries. Shout out to you, my man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you for your prayers for us with RP Capital. So the first thing you need in your millionaire math, in your millionaire journey is you need a plan. Another word synonymous with plan is vision, dream, goal, whatever word you want to use. But you got to qualify it. That means you got to look out maybe 1 year. You got to look out 5, 15, 25, and articulate what do you want to accomplish in your life? What type of impact you want to make? And when you articulate it or qualify it, you then need to quantify it. You need to put numbers and dollars with that. How many people do you want to reach? How many lives do you want to change? How much money is associated with the plan that you have. You got to put a dollar amount to it. This is a part of the millionaire math, putting a dollar amount to it. I hate when people always keep telling me all the stuff that they want to do. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to go here. I want to have that. I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay, what is the dollar amount? Put a dollar amount to it. Oh, I want to do this, but this is going to cost me $100. I want to do that, but that's going to cost me $10,000. Put a dollar amount to your plan, okay? That's number one. Number two, the second thing you need is structure. You need structure. Come on, baby. This is one of the reasons why I put so much priority with my students and mentees on structure. You just heard a testimony in the chat. My man, Lawrence Stevens, he just put a success story and a testimony in the chat about we helped him restructure his business, set up his holding company, and he's already doing deals. Because you know why? Structure is critical. In the church, we used to always hear people say, it was an old adage. The adage was, if you build it, the people will come. And what that meant was, if you build the church, you know, people are going to come. Now, it's not literal. Just because you build a church don't mean people are going to come. Just because you build a building don't mean people are going to show up in it. But the concept behind it is you need a structure if you're going to have people come into it. It don't work like that in real life, but the concept of if you build it, people will come, it makes a lot of sense to me, because when I put my business structure together, it clears the clutter in my head. So let me give you an example. If you're a solopreneur, you're a small business owner, you're just trying to get your business off the ground, make enough money so that your business can thrive and grow, you might have 1,000 ideas going through your head every day, right? Well, what happens is when you don't structure those thoughts and those ideas, you feel like you all over the place. How many of you entrepreneurs that are watching me today wake up and feel like, man, I'm all over the place. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I don't know what products and services I should be selling, what I should stop selling, what should I stop doing. You just feel like you all over the place. A lot of times it's because you don't have the right structure. So this is why structuring your business is so important. I teach the holding company concept because it simplifies your business structure. Because most entrepreneurs, they have thousands of ideas. Every day an entrepreneur gets a new idea. But if you don't have the right business structure, you really don't know how to filter all these ideas and thoughts that come to your mind. So when you structure your business with the holding company concept, where this becomes your holding company, your main company, and it's the company that you stand on, and you remain the ambassador of this umbrella or this enterprise and empire. Now, when you have all these thoughts that come to your mind, you make it mandatory for those thoughts to be filtered through this concept to see where does this thought fit into the ecosystem of all my businesses. And if it doesn't fit, I either set it aside until it makes sense, or I just move past it so I can stay focused on what I've structured my business to be successful with. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is like a game changer, because most entrepreneurs, they all over the place. They don't know if they coming or going. So your structure is going to be critical. Once you get a plan, once you figure out what you want to accomplish, how much money you want to make, where you want to go in life, putting a structure for your business together is going to be a game changer, because now I have my holding company structured. I have other companies under it structured. So when things that come my way don't fit into this world, I don't entertain it. because I don't have time to be confused and all over the place, moving off my square and hindering myself or slowing myself down. So for those of you that want to be millionaires, you want to build at minimum $1 million enterprise, the first thing you need is a plan. We talked about that. Second thing is a structure. I would highly recommend, no matter how many businesses you got or business ideas you have, they all need to fall under the umbrella of your holding company and let them play themselves out. Meaning that if a certain business idea you have, if it's going to grow, if it's going to make sense, if it's going to produce, it shouldn't be your main business. It needs to be a subsidiary under your main business. I always tell entrepreneurs that, because when you build your whole life around this one idea you got, but it ain't really your main business, it's something you just want to do to make some money in this season, well, 2 years from now, you lose interest. 2 years from now, you want to jump on something else. You either wasted your time with that one or you're wasting your time with the new one. But if you structure your business the right way, it simplifies the clutter and the confusion of what it is that you want to do. Okay, so that's number 2. Third thing you need, is products and services. So let's go through it. So let's say number 1, you put your plan together. You know where you want to go. You know what you want to do. You qualified all the things that you want to accomplish in the next year, 5 years, 15, 25 years. You quantify them. You quantified the math behind them. You put a dollar amount to what it's going to take. All right. Then you put your business structure together. You set up your holding company. If you have other companies that need to go up under it, operating companies or subsidiaries, you set them up, you structure them right. Okay, now you got your plan in place, you got your structure. The third thing you need is products and services. Why? Because if you don't have products and services, meaning that you got to package the product and service, you got to price it, and you got to be prepared to present it. Which, by the way, everything that I'm sharing with you right now, I go through this inside of my educational program called the Millionaire Blueprint, and I walk my mentees through this in my Millionaire Mentorship program. This is called our business assessment. So this is a coaching assessment. We have self-assessments that we provide for our students, and we also have one-on-one sessions with me and my team that we walk you through this assessment. This is a real business assessment. So when we go through the assessment with you, one of the things that we want to do is identify with what are your products and services? What are the things that you have ideas about that can be packaged into products and services? Because at some point you have to take your idea and you have to convert your idea into a product and a service. Because once you convert your idea into a product and a service, then you can package it. You see that? You can package it, you can price it, then you can present it. Otherwise, ain't nobody gonna buy nothing from you. You would be surprised at how many people they have put this big plan together. I want to be a billionaire. I want to be a baller, shot caller. I want to change the world. Then they put a business structure together and they forget, I ain't even got no doggone products and services. I don't have nothing to sell. And my personal recommendation is you need to have both. So let's say if your business is only based on products, physical products or digital products, that's all you sell, products. I still think you should have a lineup of services to either complement or complete the products that you have or offset the products that you have. They could be alternatives. So sometimes when you have a business that has products and services, one sometimes offsets the other. So that means, okay, I have a service that I provide, but I may have products that just complement or just promote the service. Then on the other hand, I have products that I sell, but I have services that complement or offset my products. I hope that makes sense. Camilla said, which should come first, holding company or the subsidiary? Does each subsidiary or LLC need to be making money first before it goes into the holding company? I would say, Camilla, in the perfect world, the holding company would come first. But most entrepreneurs today who don't know about holding companies, they probably already have an operating LLC that they're using to sell products or to provide services. So when you already have an operating LLC set up, then you have to create a new holding company, and then you just transfer the ownership of the existing subsidiary operating company under the holding company, which makes it a subsidiary. But in a perfect world, if you're starting from scratch, you want to start your holding company first. Then you put your subsidiary under it. That would be the perfect way. But again, if you already have an existing LLC, you create your holding company and you put the existing one under the holding company. The second part of that question was, does each subsidiary or LLC need to be making money first before it goes in the holding company? Not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily need to be making money first, but you should have an idea of what the products and services are that you're going to package, price, and present. Now, I teach different concepts to show you how to create products and services inside the holding company, as well as products and services inside of the subsidiaries, because there are certain top tier, high ticket products and services that you should have inside of your holding company. A lot of people don't understand that. And then there are other products and services you have inside of your operating companies or your subsidiaries, but you don't necessarily have to have that when you are structuring the business. Okay, so I have clients that we set up their holding companies for them. We set up their LLCs for them, and they don't have products and services yet. We set up their holding company. We set up their operating companies. We put all the paperwork together. We file and form it and present it back to them, and it's pre-revenue. So a lot of this can be pre-revenue until you start making revenue. But at least, if you got the structure side situated, you clear. You don't feel like you all over the place, okay? So your products and services are third. That's number 3. The third thing you need are products and services. You got to have your P&Ss, okay? Your products and your services. Why? Because if you don't figure out what products and services you're going to offer, most likely it's going to affect your marketing. So let's say, for example, if you want to go on social media, if you want to start doing reels and stories and TikToks and posts, and you want to do a podcast, and you want to have a show, a live show, and you want to create content for social media, well, if you don't understand, or if you're not clear on what your products and services are, how are you going to package them, price them, and present them, you're not going to have a call to action. Like, for example, you're watching me. I'm live on the show right now. Today is Monday, September the 18th. I'm in my office, in my studio. I'm sharing information with you, right? I'm giving you game. I'm educating you. Why am I doing this? Because the products and the services that I offer, that I have packaged and priced, I can present, and I can use my show as an opportunity to give you a glimpse into what it feels like if I'm educating you. So if you join my program, or if I coach you, or if you take my courses, I'm giving you a glimpse of what it's going to be like, what type of information you're going to learn as an entrepreneur, because I specialize in educating entrepreneurs, small business owners, showing them how to start their businesses, structure them, how to create systems and processes, and price their products and services. So I'm giving you information on this show, but I already have products and services in mind. I've had to package them, I've had to price them, and I'm able to present them. So when I give you a call to action at the end of this show and say, I want you to join the program, I want you to sign up for something, I already have that figured out. You get what I'm saying? So you want to have your products and services, because if you don't have your products and services packaged, priced, and ready to present, you will never make an offer. You will never make an offer. So every day you should be making offers in your business, but you can't do that if you don't have products and services. Does that make sense? All right. The fourth thing you need, if you're doing the millionaire math, are systems and processes. You need systems and processes. I don't care how good you are as an entrepreneur. At some point, you're going to get burnt out and overwhelmed if you're doing everything manually. All right? You need systems and processes. If you did a study on millionaires, I guarantee you're going to find out, because I've done studies on this too. You're going to find out, just Google it and do your own studies. You're going to find out one of the advantages that millionaires have that other people don't have is millionaires utilize systems and processes. They automate, they create scalable platforms, or they use scalable platforms so that they can multiply or accelerate their growth. This is how you do it, whether that's investing, whether that's acquisitions, whether it's hiring people. It's all about the scalability of whatever it is that you're doing. So let's go through this situation. If you got a plan and you put a plan together, you qualify it, you quantify it, you do the math, you know exactly what you want to accomplish in the next year, 5 years, 15, 25 years, you put a dollar amount to it. You want to have $10 million in revenue. You want to be worth $20 million or $1 million or 800,000, whatever it is. Then you put a business structure together. You create a holding company. You create subsidiaries. And then you have your products and your services. They're going to continue to expand and grow, but you got to start out with something that you know you can offer and sell. Which, by the way, even if you don't own all the products and services, you can use them, right? So you might not own all the products and services. Like, that's one of the reasons why we have a licensing program, because we have people who don't want to go through all the work I went through to build an online university. They don't want to create all these courses and all this curriculum, but they can license it and use it and make money off of it without even creating it. So you can own them or use them, but you got to have products and services. This is one of the reasons why network marketing companies do so well. Affiliate marketing does so well, because people are using other people's products and services, but you got to have them. And then you have systems and processes. So systems and processes, for those of you that are not familiar with what a system or a process is, a system is simply a platform that houses information. A process is basically steps that you're using to measure the results. So for example, you've got sales, you got marketing, you got financials, you got your admin. Let's just say, for example, you have your executive. So let's say these are your main areas of your business, right? So you have a sales department, you have a marketing department, you have a financial department, you have an administrative department, you have an executive department. Let's just say you set up a business structure and you have products and services, and then you want to create systems and processes. How do you create it? Well, you got to find platforms that can house the information in these areas. You want to house all your sales information, marketing information, financial information, administrative information, executive information. And once you start housing or gathering the data, the information, and putting them in the platform or the systems that you're using for all these activities, it's easier for you to create processes. So for example, if I sell a product, I can take that sale and the data for that sale, the name, the number, the email address of the person who bought it, when they bought it, how much they paid for it. And I could put that sales data in a system, right? Now I have a system. Well, if I do that enough times, I could go back to the system and see my last 5 sales came as a result of this many calls, this many emails, this many appointments, and this is how much money I made. Now I can create a process behind my sales or steps to make that happen over and over again. And this can happen for my marketing, for my financials, for my administration, and for my executive activities. That's how you create systems and processes. And we're in a very technological age, so they got platforms for this, all right? And I have a lot of different recommendations. Now, I ain't gonna say a lot. I have a few good recommendations for you if you need information on what systems and processes you should be using. So that's number 4. The 5th thing you need is people. This is P for people. You need people, right? You got to have people. And I'm telling you, if you look at the 5 things I'm telling you that you need, if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to build $1 million empire, it's clear that most entrepreneurs don't have these 5. And they're trying to figure out why I ain't making no money. Why I can't scale my business. What are other people doing that I ain't doing? What am I doing wrong? What am I not doing right? Well, it starts with having access to the right information, listening to the right people, but then gathering that information and making sure it makes sense. This is one of the bad sides to social media. One of the bad sides to social media is you got access to so much information, but most people will never get access to all this information and bring the information together in a way that it makes sense. That's the bad side to always watching people on social media, following people who are influencers on social media. You get bits and pieces of information, but you never get enough to make a real sandwich. You get what I'm saying? This is why you need people. You need people. If you're going to become a millionaire, if you're going to build $1 million empire, you need people. I would say the first person you need in this whole mathematical equation of becoming a millionaire and building $1 million business, I would be the first person to tell you, not just because I'm one, but because I have one and I've just thrived having these types of people in my life. You need a mentor. You call it what you want to call it. A mentor, a coach, whatever you want to call it. I don't even understand how you can succeed without one. Without having people in your life that can help navigate you to the next level. And again, if you're not comfortable using the word mentor, maybe the word coach is better. I don't know. Maybe you need to use the word advisor or consultant. But trust me, you need to find and align. Listen to what I'm saying. You need to find. This is what one of my mentors said to me, and I never forgot it. You need to find and align. So I'm stealing this from him. I didn't say this initially. He said it. You need to find and align yourself with someone who has built some type of community that gives you the luxury and the leverage to jump on and use that as momentum to push you further. You need that. And I promise you, listen to this. When I say you need people, I'm not just talking about the mentors or the coaches, but guess what you're going to also need? You're going to need people in terms of colleagues. So you need colleagues. You need colleagues. I don't even know how to spell the word colleague, and I use the word. That's crazy. However you spell the word colleagues, I think it's COLLEU. I don't know. You need people who are like associates. That might be a softer word for all of us who didn't finish school appropriately. You need associates. You need people who you can join forces with. So what happens is, because it's happened to me and it still happens to me, and I know it happens for a lot of people, If you are aligned with the right mentor, the right mastermind, the right group who has created a community that they're leading, most likely there are going to be people in that community who are like-minded. So they're like-minded. So I'm going to use an easy term, like-minded associates, since I can't spell colleagues because my brain is just not there right now. So you find these people, but where do you find them? A lot of times you can find them inside of the community you're a part of. You find them and then you connect with them because they're either doing what you're doing or they've done what you're trying to do, and you're going to help them and they're going to help you. So there's going to always be somebody in this group who's probably one step behind you, and here's you, and then there's going to be somebody one step in front of you. So you always have this pull and push, right? You're always able to pull somebody else, and then you're pushing forward and somebody's pulling you because you're in that type of community. You need these types of people. You need these types of people. And then I would say the third set of people that you need would be staff. You need to find people who could connect with your culture, with what you're trying to build. But most likely you don't even have enough money to do this if you don't do all this other stuff. Most entrepreneurs can't afford to hire other people. That's why most entrepreneurs or small business owners don't have any employees. But the ones who don't have employees, a lot of times they're not around like-minded people. They're not in the right communities. They don't have systems and processes. They ain't got the right products. You see what I'm saying? They don't have the right structure. They don't have none of this. So for all of you that are watching me, if you followed me through this whole show today, I shared with you 5 things you need if you want to build a $1 million empire. Number 1, you need a plan. We went through that. You need to go back and rewatch it if you don't remember what I explained. Number 2, you need a structure, holding company subsidiaries. Number 3, products and services. Either you own them or you use them so you can package them, price them, and present them so you can make your offers. Number 4, systems and processes for your sales, marketing, financials, administrative, and executive activities. And number 5, you need people, coaches, mentors, colleagues, and you need staff, people who can come along with you and help you build your culture. So for those of you that are watching, if you have any questions on what I just shared with you, or if you need more information, I have courses and content on all of this. You may need some help putting your plan together. That would be a goal setting course. You may need some help structuring your business. We have courses and walkthrough tutorials on how to start and structure your holding companies. We also provide the services. We have a corporate service division to help you file and form your paperwork, or we can actually do it for you. Products and services. You may need some help figuring out what ideas do you have that can be converted into products and services. We can show you how to price them, how to package them, how to present them through your branding and through your marketing. Systems and processes. We teach our students and show our mentees how to actually create the right systems and processes and integrate them into the business structure. And then you need people. You got to get better at leadership. You got to become a better CEO. You have to influence yourself and the people around you enough that they can stick with you to help you build a culture. So I want to extend a special offer to those of you that are watching. Maybe you've never been a part of a coaching program in a real mentorship community, or maybe you have and you're disappointed. We have a lot of people that we talk to who they very leery of internet gurus, and they have this whole thing, this whole stigma about people on the internet. But guess what? At some point, you have to get past the people who burned you. You got to get past the people who may have, sold you a bunch of lies and they were not real. There are authentic, real people out here in the marketplace helping a lot of people. And guess what? my wife and I, our team, we're proving it every day. We just came on the show, and a few minutes into the show, we had a mentee in the comments. We're not paying people to make those types of comments, but one of our mentees was giving a testimony, a success story about how we've helped them restructure their business, how they have set up their holding companies. They already have their first deal locked and loaded. This is a part of what we do. And so if you're interested in becoming a member of a community that could actually help you excel, help you grow, help put a real business system together to get you further down that road, I want to invite you to join me inside of our Millionaire Mentorship program. So you might be asking, what is your Millionaire Mentorship program? It is a 1-year accelerated coaching and consulting program. So what I've done is I've taken the best assets of my consulting business, my coaching business, and my educational business, and I put them all together so that you as a mentee, as a student, can have all the most important things you need to start, structure, and scale your business beyond 6 figures and hopefully into 7 figures. And so this 1-year Millionaire Mentorship program, it has a lot of pieces to it, okay? So the first benefit of our program is we give you 1-year access to our Millionaire Blueprint. So this is our educational program. We have an entire educational program, hundreds of videos, tutorials, documents and forms, teaching you everything from goal setting to real estate investing, teaching you how to create the right systems and processes, financial literacy, creative tax strategies. We show you how to start and structure your holding company. Literally, this educational program has everything you need from scratch all the way up to $1 million if you really want to put a $1 million enterprise together. So we give you 1-year access to our Millionaire Blueprint. We also give you 4 VIP tickets to all 4 of our workshops. So every quarter we host a workshop, a 1-day event on sales, on marketing, on financial systems, and on holding companies. These workshops are really designed to help polish up and fine-tune whatever the things are you're putting together that you're learning inside of the courses. So for example, in our sales workshop, we help you put together a script. We show you how to put together a sales process, how to use it so that you can generate more revenue and increase your conversions. We do the same for our marketing workshop. We show you how to put content creation calendars together. We show you how to create a brand that ties into your marketing so that you can get the right attention to make those conversions. We have a financial workshop where we go through QuickBooks. We show you how to configure your QuickBooks. We have walkthrough tutorials on how to set up a QuickBooks account and how to use your QuickBooks account to really track your income and expenses, to forecast for your tax strategies. It's very in-depth, but it's important for you, especially when you start making money. We also give you a VIP ticket to our coaching boot camp. So if you are interested in becoming a coach yourself, becoming a consultant, or maybe you want to be a influencer or educator, we show you how to build a business around it. A lot of entrepreneurs, they don't know how to build a business around coaching and consulting, and they do it for free. You need to monetize your mind. We show you how to do that in the coaching bootcamp. We also give you a VIP ticket to our small business workshop. This is the workshop that we use to help you build the nuts and bolts for your systems and processes. So we show you how to take a couple different systems, integrate them together so that you can track your KPIs, so that you can build a team and measure the results of what you and your team are doing. Even if it's just you as a solopreneur, you want to be able to track and measure that data of those activities. We also offer weekly coaching calls. So every Monday, like tonight, unless I'm out of town traveling or something, every Monday night, 7 o'clock p.m., we host a exclusive private coaching call. So we come on 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We do a deep dive on a certain topic or subject, whatever's important for us to talk about. And then we open up for Q&A. We hear success stories, and it really gives everyone an opportunity to interact live in person on a week-to-week basis. I don't like waiting too long to connect with people in my community. We also have concierges inside of our community. So if at any point you need to communicate with somebody, even if it's not on the Monday night coaching call, any day of the week, you can text, you can call and email. One of our concierges will connect with you, communicate with you to help answer whatever questions that you might have. Now, what we've offered just for the past week or so, it's been about 2 weeks now since we offered this, for anyone who takes me up on this offer to join this program, if you pay for the program in full, only if you pay it in full, we are also offering one free LLC. So what that means is, if you join this Millionaire Mentorship program, not only do you get all these benefits, but if you pay for the program in full or one-time payment, we will set up a holding company or an operating company LLC for you. One free LLC. So that means we're going to file the paperwork, get your EIN, get your articles of organization in whatever state you're in. We're going to draft your operating agreement, and we're going to deliver to you a LLC that's already put together. In addition to all of this, we're also going to give you a free one-on-one coaching session. So once we get the LLC set up, we'll schedule a coaching session to take about an hour or so to sit down with you, put a game plan together to map out what do you want to accomplish in this 1 year while you're being mentored and coached and educated by us. And we're going to make sure that the game plan makes sense, that we put all the pieces of the puzzle of your business structure together so that you can feel good about your journey with us for that 1 year. So again, this is 2 free bonuses that we're offering with this entire program if you pay it in full. If you're unable to pay for this program in full, I want you to reach out to me and my team so that we can discuss a term that might work for you. If you know you're serious about being a part of a mentorship program, a coaching program that can really help you get your business off the ground, make money, and scale to 6 figures and beyond. So if you did the numbers on all of these components that we add into this program, it's $10,000. This is a $3,500 program here, but if you broke up all of these different components, our workshops, our boot camps, our Millionaire Blueprint, our LLC service, our coaching sessions, this is a $10,000 offer. We offer all this for $3,500. So for $3,500 cash, of course you could pay on a credit card if you balling like that, but $3,500 if you pay it all in full, we give you this entire board, all of these benefits, the whole program for the year, the free LLC, and the free coaching session, $3,500. If for some reason you're just unable to pay the $3,500 and you need it broken up into some payment plan, I need you to reach out to me so that we can discuss what those terms need to be. So here's what I want you to do. If you're interested, or maybe you just have more questions and you would like to schedule an appointment or a time that we can talk to answer any questions about how this can benefit you, I want you to look in the comments inside the chat, and our concierges are going to put a number. I want you to text the word mentor to that number you see inside of the chat. If you have any questions, I want you to drop your questions in the chat as well. Okay, so inside of the comments, you're going to see the word mentor, okay? And there's a number with the word mentor. I want you to text the word mentor to that number. Again, if you're serious, I shouldn't even say if you're interested, if you are serious about properly starting or restarting your business, if you're serious about properly structuring or maybe restructuring your business so that you can scale it to 6 figures and beyond, I want you to text the word mentor that you see inside of the comments, inside of the chat. There's a number with the word mentor. You text it so that we can reach back out to you and answer any questions you have. And so again, my offer to you is our 1-year Millionaire Mentorship Program. What does it include? 1-year access to our Millionaire Blueprint, 4 quarterly VIP workshops, in person or virtual, your choice, 1 coaching boot camp, which comes with a course to teach you how to create your own coaching program, your own consulting program, and your own online courses if that's what you want to have. We give you 1 VIP ticket to our small business workshop to help you familiarize yourself with KPIs, corporate systems, how to build a general operating system for your company, weekly coaching calls, concierge service, an amazing community of entrepreneurs who are really serious about becoming millionaires. And if you pay the $3,500 in full, if you pay it in full, we add these 2 free bonuses: a free LLC that we file and form the paperwork for. We deliver you a holding company or LLC, whichever one you need, and we offer you a free one-on-one coaching session. So if you have to break the $3,500 up in some payment term, then these 2 bonuses won't be included in that. But for $3,500, you get all of this. If you can't pay it in full, you need to set up some type of payment term, then we will definitely get you onboarded and started. And guess what? You can join me tonight at 7:00 p.m. We're hosting our weekly coaching call tonight and have an amazing subject that I'm going to be sharing some information with you on, especially because of where we are in the market today. And we're going to have a great Q&A, okay? Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Somebody's wishing me and my wife a happy belated 20th anniversary. Yep, my wife and I, we just celebrated 20 years. See, people don't really talk about that kind of stuff. You know, people don't, thank you for acknowledging that. But people don't talk about that kind of stuff. Like very few people, especially haters, they talk about everything else that's wrong with you and your business or your ministry, your family, but they don't recognize the things that we do that are impacting so many people. My wife and I, we have been happily married. We've had an amazing marriage for the last 20 years. We just celebrated 20 years of our marriage. And for the last 20 years, my wife and I have been on one accord with our marriage, with our family, with our ministry, and with our business. We have been entrepreneurs and ministers the whole entire 20 years we've been married. And sometimes people overlook little things like that. The fact that, guess what? We've been married for 20 years. All right. We've raised our kids. We got grandkids right now. We have an amazing church that we pastor, and we have an amazing business community. We have a community of people, faith-based believers who are doing great things for the kingdom of God. And sometimes people, haters, they overlook all that. And they just focus on the things that they think are important. But it's important that our community can see an example of what it looks like when 2 people come together in holy matrimony, serving God, loving each other, serving their family and their community, doing it at the highest level in ministry and in business with integrity, with character, with longevity. It means everything. So thank you for the belated anniversary. And again, for any of you who are serious, I'm not going to say interested, if you're serious about being mentored and learning how to properly start, structure, and scale a real business to 6 figures and beyond so that you can live that life and experience the results of what it is to be a millionaire, to have $1 million empire, I want you to reach out to me and I'll answer any questions that you have. So with that being said, thank you for joining the show today. I hope you got some value from the 5 things I believe you need when you're doing the millionaire math to become a millionaire and to build $1 million empire. Any questions you have, feel free to reach out to us. If you need more information about our Millionaire Mentorship program, the free LLC, free coaching session, and all of the benefits that we include in this amazing program, look inside the comments. There's a word mentor with a number. Text the word mentor to that number. We'll reach right back out to you today. We can get you signed up and onboarded, and you can actually join me tonight at 7:00 p.m. for our weekly Millionaire Monday coaching call. So I look forward to hearing from you, speaking to you, and until tomorrow, have an amazing day. We'll be back here 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, same place, same time, right here from the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta on the Ramonepreston Show.